On this website, under a Practice 2 folder, when you start designing your websites, I'm going to ask that you give me a flowchart. And on this case, I'm going to use that flowchart. Okay, this is going to be home.html. This page is going to be called player.html. This page is going to be called schedule.html. This one's going to be called mascot.html. Okay? Now, in website development, you have two choices to name your home page, and only two. Those choices are home or index. So your home page can only be one of the two. Anybody want to guess why? Anybody? What's that? No, not to confuse the people. You don't want to confuse the internet. If we had this page as countyfootball.html and all of these labeled the same, the browser, your internet explorer, your Netscape, your Firefox would not know which page to go to first. See, it's only as smart as the person operating it. So the web says it will go to or link to a page in a website, in a URL, that either has home or index. So whenever you name your home pages, make sure you name them home.html. In Dreamweaver, it will automatically default to index.html. Okay? You don't always have to have the L there. We teach it that way starting out. Okay, so now we see what we want to do here. So we're going to have how many pages total? 4. So how many hyperlinks are we going to have? 4. And we're going to show all 4 hyperlinks on every single page in this website. So on our first page that you have started, let me get mine opened. And today we're going to basically go over the hyperlinks and how to get them set to the other pages. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start a new HTML document. I'm going to have a head. I'm going to have a title. I'm going to end my title. I'm going to end my head. I'm going to do a body. BG color equals, I'll do blue. And I'm going to do a font color equals gray. I'm going to go down, that's several lines. I'm going to end my body, and I'm going to end my HTML. Any questions about that? Okay, let's go ahead and file save it if you haven't already. I'm going to do a file save as. It doesn't have to be exact until we get to the links. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and set it into my 7th hour folder, and I'm going to put it in my new folder, which is practice number 2. I don't want it to go in the other folder. And we agreed that it either has to be home or index. I'm going to pick home.html, and I'm going to save it. After I minimize it, and I view it, all I should have is a blue screen. Am I correct? Excellent. Okay, so let's go back to our HTML. Let's put a heading on this page in H1. And let's call it county football. Okay, by looking at the title, I know it's my home page. I would recommend doing this. And by looking at my file name, I know it's my home page. So there's not going to be any issue with the web browsers. I'll go ahead and do a file save. And let's go ahead and center that heading on our page. And let's end that center. done, I should have something very simple, county football centric. Let's go ahead and add a horizontal rule. Save it and then refresh it. Okay. This should be all easy peasy, right? Great. I'm going to continue on. Now, before I set up my hyperlinks, I want you to set up the 3 additional pages. Okay? If you're comfortable, you could copy all this, paste it, and change your title page. So you're going to have, if you don't remember, you're going to have a schedule, a player's page, and a mascot page. You need to go ahead and set up 3 more additional pages.